Hi guys, we're Group 3, and here is Yang Jiyuan, Wang Jinxiang, and Zhao Sijia. Today we're going to introduce you guys about different definitions about friendship because of different cultures based on the article written by Nathan, Relationships and Friendship. And we're going to introduce about definition about friendship in 4 different countries. The first one is America, and China, and France, and also we're going to introduce Mexico. And I will introduce you guys about definition about friendships in America. The first one, based on the article, I think it seems easy to make friends because friendships does not mean deep relationships for American people, like your classmates and your friends. But maybe there's nothing more. You are not lifelong friends. And also relationships does not mean friends in some situation, like you're related with some people but you are not friends. For example, maybe you two guys are roommates but you are not friends even though you live in the same room. Roommate is nothing more for most American people, I think, which means they do not mean friends. Maybe you live in the same room, you share the same space, but you are not friends. You are just roommates. And like if even though if you've had a nightmare, you cannot climb in the bed with an American student. Yes, you are just roommates, but nothing more. And I think the reasons are American students are educated about the individualism and independence in their culture. American students are more independent than some other countries, I think. Sometimes they do not need more friends to help them. They can solve the problems by themselves, and they do not need a friend stay with them all the time. They don't need a friend always stay by their sides. Everyone is special. Everyone is individual. They have their own lives. They have their own things to do. Like Mary Oliver says, you must not ever give anyone else the responsibility for your life. You are responsible for your life. No one can always stay by your side, even friends.
Hi everyone, I'm Yang Jun. Now I'm going to introduce you the definition about friendship in China. Comparing with Western society, Chinese people have a very different meaning to define friends. Just hanging out together time to time is not a real friendship to Chinese people. Friendship means lifelong friends who feel deeply obligated to give each other whatever help might seems required. Chinese friendship can be initiated from practical helpfulness and later become effective friendship, or the other way around. Compared with Americans and other Westerners, Chinese usually make few casual and short-term acquaintanceship. Their friendship tend to last longer, and both parties expect full support of resource, time, and loyalty from the other. At the same time, people belong to groups or collectives which are supposed to look after them in exchange for loyalty. The concept of share among individuals plays an important role for Chinese people in establishing and developing their friendship, and this is due to the collective nature of Chinese culture. Because of the collectivism nature of Chinese society, Chinese value 义气, which means to sacrifice self-benefits for the goodness of others, and they are comfortable with accepting help from the other people. For the most Chinese, offering help during the difficult time is crucial to developing a close friendship. In collective society, the individual situation are deeply merged with situation and the project of in-group others such as family members and close friends. Therefore, Chinese people feel responsible to help their friends through difficult periods, even though they run the risk of sacrificing time, energy, and other personal resources.
Okay, now let's talk about the definition about friendship in France. In French people's mind, they think friend sometimes not mean real friend. They just think these friends are just in the surface level, which means they will just play with you, talk with you, but will not treat you as a real friend. That's the definition. That's the definition of friendship in French people's mind. And the reason why French people have such definition about the friendship is because France is a country which is full of freedom, and the people who live in this country are all love free and always chase free, so they don't want to be bounded by anything, even friends. So they just like to love to talk and play with you, but will not treat you as a real friend. And here is an example that in a French student think that it is easy to know others and be friends with us, but which not means they will become a real friend, because they think that the friendship for them is just is superficial, and not mean the friends are the real friend for whole life. And now let's talk about friendship in Mexico. The f- in Mexican people's mind, they think friends need to help each other, no matter how tough things or hard things their friend made in their life. They always need to give them help to their friend. And the reason why Mexican people have such definition is Mexico is a really enthusiastic country, and all the people in this country welcomes every people to visit visit their countries. So in their I think in their spirit, they really love to help others. And here is an example that in Mexico, when someone is a friend, then no matter how hard or dangerous situation my friends are in, even if I would get in trouble, I will still to help them.
In conclusion, this video will present a different definition of friendship that shaped by different cultures in various countries. By learning and acknowledging these different concepts of friendship, we might able to avoid misunderstanding, uncertainty, frustration, and conflict that might happen in a multiracial environment like university. Different cultural systems determine how each culture defines the character, function, and form of friendship. There are many differences between the definition of friendship in various cultures. In some friendships are passionate, some are superficial, some friendships are about devoting and sharing, some are about keeping distance with their friends. But they are all share one common, which is as a life friend, you need to give your real concern to your friend. Friendship is a universal human communication phenomenon that every country in the world acknowledges and encourages. When many students who came from different countries with different culture enter a new environment, they might feel isolated and lonely because they couldn't find friends easily due to cultural and language barrier. However, the true friendship isn't about the language you say, it's more about expressing and communicating. And this is our presentation. Thanks for watching.